Well, there it is, boys. The end of season number 1 here with Crystal Palace is kicking off today, and I'm so excited to get this video done. I'm excited to play the last 3 games of the season here with Palace, and hopefully we get a decent budget for next season. I don't know what my expectations are at the moment, but I think we'll get a decent budget. I think we'll get a sizable budget. We've done well. The board loved me this year. They're absolutely over the moon with me. And we have left them in a fairly good position. The wage budget, again, is massive because we've offloaded a lot of expensive, high-wage players. And I'm just hoping we get a decent one because we certainly need to bring in a striker. I think it's going to be Michy Batshuayi. Just for the pure art of him doing so well this season, it only makes sense. But there might be room for another striker as well. We still haven't decided on if we're going to sign Jean-Philippe Mateta permanently either. But all these questions can be answered at the end of the season. Let's get into the 3 games that we have today. And those games will be Watford, Burnley and West Ham. Winnable games. So the question will be is where do we finish at the end of the season? Let me know in the comments right now where you think we will finish. I don't know why I sounded like I was in pain then. I do apologize. But there's a 4-point gap between us and West Ham, so we could breach that. But you've got to remember there's games in hand as well here. Chelsea, Aston Villa, they all have games in hand. So we could definitely slip down. Mid-table was the goal, and it looks like mid-table is what we're going to achieve. So a little bit of rotation considering we are taking on freshly promoted Watford in this one, but it still isn't expected to be an easy game. Matty Grimes comes in as well as Ferguson at right back. Mitchell van Bergen is going to get another opportunity in the team. He's played pretty well when he's played for the side, so hopefully he can keep growing and improving in the team and getting more and more game time because we still haven't decided yet what's going to happen with Wilfred Zaha next season. I think that will heavily depend on what kind of bids we get in for him and who from. These are all opportunities for us to pick up more points this season. None bigger than this one right in front of us at the moment against Watford. Freshly promoted and having an okay season as well, to be fair to them. They've got a pretty decent side, if I'm being honest. This is a great opportunity, though, for us to really pick up points and kind of solidify ourselves in that 10th place spot. Eddie Nketiah has played a beautiful ball there to Jean-Philippe Mateta, and Eddie Nketiah is going to follow it up and score his goal for the club. Eddie Nketiah will open up the scoring here. That is banging news for him, and it's banging news for us. 1-0. I thought Jean-Philippe Mateta was going to finish that. It's an unbelievable save. And then Eddie Nketiah, there's no stopping that one. He's hit that with so much power. And number 9 finds the back of the net. Lovely. Well, what a start to the game this is. Eddie Nketiah with his 4th goal now this season. Really giving us a little bit of a lift here to start this Watford game and making it just a little bit more comfortable. We have been very good at home this season, though. And I expect that to continue in this match. Mitchell van Bergen now. Well, we know how quick he is, don't we? We know how quick Mitchell van Bergen is. He's still got it. He tried to play it across. Terrible pass, but we'll get the corner, and that's what's important. If we do anything from this corner. We haven't really been good from corners. Mateta there went... Well, he didn't go close, did he? But he got his head on it, and that's becoming important to me, that the player actually gets their head on it. Mateta again, trying to come across for it. Van Bergen will pick that one up. Mateta, he's offside, isn't he? Jean-Philippe Mateta now. Oh, he's found Matt Grimes. Surely Matt Grimes will make it 2, and that's a brilliant save from Foster. He's probably not going to be easy to beat today, but Matty Grimes nearly back in the goals here in a Palace shirt. It's a really good save from him. A little bit too close to him, though. Oh, Mateta's done brilliantly there. Eze now. Needs to pull this back across. Matty Grimes is making that run. Eze still got it. What can he do? Eze still got it. Good touch. Good footwork. Eze can't fire off the shot. We're going to pick it back up with Riedveld, though. Jetro Willems now. The ball isn't bad. It's a great ball in. Mateta! 2-0 Crystal Palace. And that goal was absolutely beautiful. It was such a good, well-worked goal in the end. It's back heel from Matt Grimes to Jetro Willems, and Mateta was in all the space in the world and heads it home. We're going in at the half here, 2 goals to the good at Selhurst Park, and I couldn't be happier. It's exactly what we need. And Jean-Philippe Mateta, again being a handful for defenders, I'm getting very close to pulling the trigger on signing this guy on a permanent deal. I think Batshuayi and him had such a great partnership, but he's really taken up that mantle of goal scorer since Batshuayi got injured. Early free kick into the second half now for Watford. They've lifted that in really well, and Saad generated a lot of power there in that situation. What a save that is from Guaita, and it needed to be. God, he's got a strong neck, hasn't he? Great save, though. Corner kick now for Watford. They're starting to cause some problems here very early into the match, and Sarr will get to that again, but it's been pulled wide. Ismaila Sarr now piling forward. This could be dangerous. Kiate, he's done really well to read what he was going to do in that situation, but it's just showing us Watford are not going to lie down here. They're really putting the pressure on early into this second half. Jean-Philippe Mateta now. He's found Mitchell van Bergen. Mitchell van Bergen whips it across. Eze! Oh, he's dragged it just wide. There's a great opportunity that for Eze, and he's just pulled it wide. It was a difficult one to catch. Oh, that's close. Eze, can he do? It's great footwork from him, and it's a smart pass in the end to Elise, and then Elise across to Mateta, and he's bagged another. And Elise gets himself an assist, and this will be 3-0 now for Palace against Watford. I thought it was game over already, but it definitely is now. Sarr's on the ball now in a great position. Kiate up against him, and he's been an absolute rock at the back all day for me. Honestly, don't think we'd have got where we are in this match if it wasn't for him. We've been very lucky in that regard. He's been good all season, though, Kiate. My only issue is he's 31. So how many great seasons do you get out of him? Maybe a couple more. That's why we brought Tosin in, hopefully to improve it. And of course, we've got another couple of centre-backs coming for next season in Yorkieman and the youngster from Chelsea. Still can't say his name. We will get there. Mateta on the hat-trick. Can Eze collect that? He can. Oh, Elise now. He's going to try and slide in Eze for another. Eze, get it back to Elise. Oh, in off the post. Elise with the goal, and he deserves that. He really does. I hope he kicks on even more next season as he grows and settles himself in the Premiership. But I'll remember that moment. That was a great finish from him. I thought Eze was going to score. This is a great block, great defending, but look at that. Perfect. May have taken him all season, but Elise finally gets his first Premiership goal. Well, we really showed a lot of class today in that performance. It was one of the better performances we've had this season going forward. We really tore Watford apart. And they did have a few opportunities early in the second half, but nothing enough to stop us. Academy real quick and just see how we're getting on. We've got two good young goalkeepers, but unfortunately, when you're 56 rated at 18, you're probably not going to make it. So we are going to release Smith, because I just don't think he'll ever develop enough. I think at that low of a rating, I think it's just a problem. But Charlton could be very good. 67 rated already at the age of 15. Seems like an extremely promising young goalkeeper. We've got Martinez, who we had at the start of the academy. He's growing. He has grown quite a lot, so I'm going to keep him around. He's gone from 52 to 55. Potential of 81 to 87, which is very good for this squad. Francis there, 61 rated, or a potential of 93 to 94. So basically the next best English right back in the world. We've got Welsh here as Welsh. We've got Welsh here as well, who looks like he could be good. Dexter Bourne, someone who I'm actually quite excited about. I know his potential is 81, but I still think he could grow really well. He's pretty decent at the moment and really has good pace. So that's, you know, pace is king on FIFA. And then Sebastian Cartwright. So, I mean, I don't know what will happen here. Dexter Bourne is 64 rated already, so he's someone who I'm looking at and thinking actually could be very good for us. And if he hits his upper end of his potential, we either make a lot of money or, you know, he plays great for the club. I'd be happy with that. I mean, 81 is highly rated at the moment for this Palace squad. So Dexter Bourne wouldn't be that bad. Also have the news that Michy Batshuayi's loan is ending, but it won't let me place an offer for him at the moment. It's just a simple case. So we'll see what happens here at the end of the season. I want to sign him as long as it's a reasonable deal. It would be stupid not to sign him considering he scored 16 goals and 2 assists in 30 appearances this season. How do you not sign that? Here we go then. Time to take on 15th placed Burnley. They're playing 4-4-2 just like ourselves. They do have a main Harriet in their team. Troy Deeney as well. Like, their team's actually changed a little bit. Not too much, but I mean, they're great players. Tarkowski playing for them today. I wouldn't mind in our squad. I feel like he'd fit this Palace team that we're building. So we want to keep a close eye on him. 4 goals in the last 3 games for Jean-Philippe Mateta. And he certainly is the man on form today. And it is always good to be back at Selhurst Park. Again, when we play at home, I just feel a lot more confident. And I genuinely think we can get a similar result today against Burnley as we got against Watford and end the season on a massive high. Burnley coming forward now. That's a great opportunity and Deeney's going to score. Oh, how frustrating that is. We're not long into the game and Troy Deeney makes it 1-0 Burnley. Oh, frustrating. The clearance wasn't bad from Kiate, but look at that. Just knocked it straight in. Nobody around Deeney. And there you go. 1-0 Burnley. And this is not what we imagined at the start of this game. We've got a bit of a mountain to climb now, but it's only a goal. We scored a few in the last match. I just need a good performance from the boys here today, more than anything. Can we get ourselves back on level pegging? That isn't a bad ball to help us, but the problem is where was the help inside the box? It was non-existent. Milivojevic now just needs that runner. We just don't have it, do we? We're not making fluid movements. And look, this is just playing into Burnley's hands. Eddie Nketiah now can't get the space from Tarkowski. And playing into Burnley's hands there, defensively, although this could be good. Eddie Nketiah might get to this. He does and scores it. Well, they come like buses, don't they, goals? They come like buses. Eddie Nketiah makes this 1-1. Just as I was saying, it's near impossible to break them down. It's exactly what we do. Just a straight ball through the middle, just like Burnley did to us. They didn't deal with it. I think Pope maybe should have come for that. But Eddie Nketiah doesn't mind. He's happy to get himself up the goal chart here in the Premier League. He wants to have a long and prosperous spell here at Crystal Palace. Milivojevic now finds Eze. Going to play that into Jean-Philippe Mateta, who found the run of Eddie Nketiah, who's just shoved off the ball from Tarkowski. Well, that was going to be a foul, to be honest with you, but Burnley retrieved the ball. Oh, that's a lovely ball forward as well to Goodmanson. Oh, luckily for us, he's offside. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Jetro Willems now. He's going to fire it in to Eddie Nketiah, and Pope saves it. I thought for sure that that was going to be 2-1. I really did. Eddie Nketiah finding great space again. What a save. I mean, it's right at him, but you've got to react quickly to get that over the bar. Oh, Troy Deeney piling forward now. They've got the numbers advantage, and Chris Wood manages to get his head on it. Oh, it was offside, but it was saved anyway by Guaita. Jean-Philippe Mateta now has been played in. That was a beautiful ball. What can he do? He's still got it. He's going to try and take it beyond the goalkeeper, but Pope saves it. Maybe he should have nailed that across to Nketiah. The pressure is there, though. We're looking good. I guess the form he's in, he wanted to go for it. Goodmanson now will whip that one into Wood, and he'll score it. Just before the half, Chris Wood's going to make it 2-1 Burnley. And this is a real fight we've got in our hands here. We've had a couple of opportunities ourselves, but they've just shown us what they can do. Goodmanson seems to be getting a lot of space out wide, if I'm being honest with you. Jetro Willems didn't know who to cover, and that's a brilliant ball in. Brilliant ball in and a great finish. Well, there we go then, half-time, and Burnley have just managed to score before half-time, and Chris Wood will be very happy with his finish, as well as Sean Dyche. What a great result this would be for Burnley if they managed to take the points away from us. Need to step it up a gear and maybe just tighten up a bit as well. Oh, Jetro Willems has made a run here. Jetro Willems now, what can he do? Jetro Willems! Oh, he's saved by Pope. Oh my God, what a run he made there from left back. Trying to make up, obviously, for the Goodmanson mistake. Oh, this was a well-struck football as well. Great hand from Pope. Milivojevic is played in here. Milivojevic. Can he play the right pass across? He can. And then Zaha's going to perfectly time it. And Tarkowski is there. That is elite defending, and that's why I think we should be looking at him. Eze now is going to be played in. Is he quick enough? I think he's quick enough. Eze scores. Oh, no, he's hit the side netting. He can't believe it himself. And we're a glutton for punishment here. Well, we'll make a double sub here. Eze's coming off, Milivojevic off, Elise and Jamie Shackleton on. Shackleton now. Oh, this could be good. This could be dangerous. Wilfred Zaha. Wilfred Zaha now coming forward. He needs options. He needs better options than what he's got. Oh, he's done really well, though, with his footwork. Jamie Shackleton now. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Oh, he's blocked. I can't do anything but say how good Burnley's defending has been today. It has been on another level. And Zaha is inside again now. And Mateta this time, though, will fire it home. And that will be 2-2 in this match. And this has been a brilliant game of football for the neutral. But we get ourselves back into it with Jean-Philippe Mateta there. And Wilfred Zaha has really started to find some space. I mentioned he needed to up his game several times this season. That's a great assist. Well, this could be good play now. We've got numbers advantage. Elise plays it in. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Can he win the game? His footwork wasn't great. He's still got the football, though. Back to Jamie Shackleton now on his other foot. Oh, he's just over the crossbar. Oh, that would have been a massive moment. I tried to whip it. Oh, it's just ever rising. Well, here come forward Burnley, and Goodmanson has delivered a brilliant ball into the cross already in this match. We need to hustle him there out of the way. Oh, Brownhill, and Deeney scores again. And just like that, Burnley make it 3-2. And defensively, we've probably got to ask a lot of questions today. The marking just really hasn't been good enough from the boys in this one. Coming forward, we've done absolutely everything we could. But defensively, there's got to be question marks. There really has. The marking has been dreadful. Oh, here come Burnley again now. Oh, that's lovely play. Troy Deeney scores again, and that's going to be a Troy Deeney hat-trick here. And curtains for Palace. I can't be anything but disappointed defensively today. 4 goals we conceded against Burnley. Oh, it looked for all that this was going to be a great result for us. But again, we're pulled out of position. And Troy Deeney's wide open again. The marking of Troy Deeney's been horrendous. Captain Troy Deeney has only got 4 in the Premiership and chose to have 3 of them today against us. Well, there goes the full-time whistle, boys. And that's a performance there today that'll hurt us. Because, again, we showed great fight to come back twice. But we just couldn't be defensively sound for the back end of the game. And it's worrying that they scored 2 goals so late on. I know we were pushing for it, but to not mark Troy Deeney after he's caused us problems all match, just not good enough from the boys. Well, the last game, without a doubt, did definitely not go to plan. It just didn't. So this time round, it will go to plan as we pick up a last win of the season against West Ham in this game. It's going to happen. Let's do it. We are away, though. So, I mean, that makes it a bit more difficult. But it does not matter. We are going to do it. We have dropped down to 12. So we need to pick up the points today to see if we can finish 10th. At the London Stadium for this one, boys. In search of a much-needed win here against West Ham. West Ham, of course, searching for a win as well. They could push potentially to 7th with a victory today. So they'll certainly be looking to apply the pressure and beat us. We need a much better defensive performance after shipping 4 goals against Burnley. We can't be doing that again. Well, we've got a lot of space to work with here. Mateta. Oh, I spotted Matt Grimes making that run, but the pass just was a little bit hefty. Maybe he should have gone out wide to Zaha there. Early stages of the game, though. No one really got a foothold in this one yet. And I'm hoping we can open the scoring. It always helps if you get the first goal. At least I find it does. Zaha now making a bit of a run. Let's cut that one inside. To Eddie Nketiah, who finds Philippe Mateta. And the shot wasn't the greatest. Randolph can collect that comfortably. To Milivojevic. We will try and play that one out wide. That's lovely play. Can we get it across? We can. Oh, Tavernier was there, though. That's not a bad ball to Mateta. And then back to Zaha. But he was offside. Eddie Nketiah was offside. Both have golden boots. Makes it difficult. He was offside by quite a bit as well. A little bit of half-time whistle, and this has been a really boring match so far. Absolutely nothing really happening in this one so far. No one finding a breakthrough. Not really many chances. It's been a bit of a stalemate. 0-0 at the half. Jean-Philippe Mateta now finds Milivojevic. Ooh, there was some venom on that shot. Randolph making a great save. Well, that's a bit more like it at the start of this second half. Actually creating some chances. Then creating absolutely 0 from the corner. Eze. Can he do now? Gonna go back to Zaha. Zaha then back to Eze. Zaha then finds Jean-Philippe Mateta. And that is lovely. Mateta. What is that? The shot was extremely lackluster. I don't know what actually happened here. I think he just completely miskicked it. He did. Completely miskicked it. Not like him with the form he's been in recently. Oh, Eddie Nketiah now. Back to Jean-Philippe Mateta. Oh, he has Matt Grimes as well. Matt Grimes makes it 1-0 Crystal Palace, and it's Matty Grimes. And that's his first goal since he come back from injury, and thoroughly deserved. It's good to see him back in the goals. Matt Grimes makes it 1-0 Palace. Jean-Philippe Mateta now. Finds Eze. Eze finds Mateta. Mateta with a shot. Oh, ho, ho, ho! 2 in the space of no time, and what a strike that is from Jean-Philippe Mateta. This is beautiful stuff. Eze flicks it back to him, and what a hit that is. Top corner. You ain't saving that. You just are not saving that. There's so much power on that one. Bash right into the top corner. Corner here, late-ish into the game. A third really would kill this game off. James Tavernier got on it. Then Wilfred Zaha. I don't know if that took a touch off Dawson. I'm kind of hoping it did. Did it take a touch off Dawson? Yeah, it did. Should be another corner. I was worrying it did, or else Zaha just really can't volley a football. That's another great defensive header there from Masuaku. Eddie Nketiah now. Finds Bergwijn. Plays that back to Eddie Nketiah. Oh, that's lovely. Mayer again. Oh, Randolski saves it. Randolph saves it. And Mitchell van Bergen's offside. Oh, I'm devastated for him. That was such a good finish as well. The way he took this volley on was brilliant. Oh, he's not that far off, is he, as well? He's not that far off. Now, I may have accidentally said Randolpski there. Now, that is because he's a viewer of the series. He's also one of the first people I met when I started out on Twitch. So, yeah, he's on my brain a lot, you know. I think about him when I go to bed. And he accidentally slipped out instead of saying the word Randolph. It is what it is. We're going to move on from it. We're going to move on from it. We'll never speak of this moment again. Fredericks now. Lovely. We'll get that away. We've actually defended really well today. It's been a stark contrast from the defending we saw in that Burnley game. Is there going to be an opportunity here now? Mateta finds Eddie Nketiah. We're going to play that back to Bergwijn. Mitchell van Bergen. I can't say names at the moment. And Eddie Nketiah will slot it home. Is this offside? No, it's not. No, it's not. I was going to say, we do get the goal, but we get that really rushed highlight instead of seeing the celebration. I can't say names anymore. I'm off, boys. Well, there we go. The perfect way to end a season with a 3-0 victory. That Burnley game just got away from us, but this is more of the performance we were expecting to see from the lads here against West Ham. They'll be frustrated because they could have pushed even higher in the table, but we were just a better team today and crafted and created the better chances, and we took them when we got them. There we go, guys. That is going to be the end of the season, and we do still finish 12th. Results just didn't go our way in the end. And Crystal Palace will finish 12th. I'm okay with that. I'm actually pretty happy with 12. 15 won, 15 loss, 8 draws. I'm happy with that. We got a goal difference of 1, which I will take. We scored quite a few goals this season, to be fair. What's crazy there is Chelsea in 9th. Another shocking one is Leicester in 8th. Everton managed to get 6th. And Arsenal and Spurs were in the top 4. Spurs finished 2nd. So some interesting results in the league table. But interestingly, Brighton did end up getting relegated. Although they turned it up a little bit and picked up a few victories, they still went down. So Norwich, Brighton and Brentford getting relegated. Leeds staying up just about. And it's a bit of a crazy season. But I have to instantly think Brighton, Norwich and Brentford now are teams that we need to be looking at to potentially nick players off in the future. Although next season's going to be a little bit weird. With Mark already signing, that's a transfer we're going to make now that he's back at Chelsea. As well as making the transfer for Joachim Andersen. It'll be interesting how much money that actually leaves us on the budget. Because those two players we have to bring in, it's deals that happened in real life. We couldn't do it until now. So we're going to have to make both those signings. And it's going to be interesting how much budget is left over after that. Considering that we also want to sign Michy Batshuayi. As well as picking up potentially Jean-Philippe Mateta. So it's going to be an interesting one because those players are going to cost a bit of money. So I don't actually know how much money we'll have left after that. A lot of it, I imagine, will be dependent on what happens this season with Zaha. As it is the end of the season, though, we are going to have to go through the squad. Jack Butland played twice. He still went up one, though, so that's good. Guaita, 34. He was brilliant for us, but eventually we're going to have to sign a new goalkeeper, although we do have that really good youth goalkeeper, so potentially he's the man for the future. Jethro Willems going up 1, 26 appearances, 2 assists. I actually really enjoyed using him. Boateng will go out on loan next season. He's gone up 2 though. Tariq Mitchell I do really like, so I think we just push him for more game time next season. I think Schlupp will leave. Martin Kelly, don't know why he's the captain. He barely played a game of football. In fact, we're actually going to transfer list him here and now. Adebayo went up 2, 22 appearances, 1 assist. I was kind of happy with him. He had that little rough patch where he made a few mistakes, but all around I was happy with him. James Tompkins, 75 rated now at 32. This is the thing we've got to remember. We've got James Tompkins and Kiate, and I loved Kiate, by the way. I would say we should be worrying at centre-back, but we've got 2 new centre-backs coming in. So I'm not stressed. And Joachim Andersen's really well rated to start with. And Mark, last name unknown, could potentially grow really well. So I'm not too stressed. If anything, this could be the season we let go of Tompkins, but let me know what you think. But Nathan Ferguson going up 2 to 71. And we've also got James Tavernier there. Not going up at all, but that's absolutely fine. He had a brilliant season for us. 3 goals and 2 assists. A great year for him here in the Premiership. And Ferguson, I think, will just keep getting a little bit more game time over the next year, and hopefully he'll improve a lot even more. Riedwald went up by 2. Great season for him. Matty Grimes, he would have gone up, but he stayed at 74, remembering that he had a big injury that hampered him early doors. But 2 goals, 2 assists. A good season for Matt Grimes coming into the club. Milivojevic, aged 30 now, but 33 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists. He's been our rock in the centre of the park this season. Kirby managed to go up 3 out on loan, which is good news. Eze went up 2 to 79. Only 3 goals, but 6 assists this season. I was happy with his performance. We've got Jeffrey Schlupp there, who had 1 assist, 22 appearances, but he has complained and said he wants to leave the club, so I will let him leave the club. Elise went up 3 to 75 rated. I'm just intrigued to see how he keeps progressing and getting better and better, only managing to get 1 goal this season, but hopefully he keeps to improve. Jamie Shackleton went up 2 with 3 assists and 1 goal. I was happy with his appearances this year, hopefully a few more next season. Mayo went up 2 to 77. The Dutch centre mid, 2 assists, 1 goal. Van Bergen went up by 1. I think he would go up more if we played him more, and I think we need to endeavour. The problem is Wilfred Zaha. It's hard to drop him for any game, but 2 goals and 2 assists, and it will lead us on to Wilfred Zaha. 37 appearances, 10 goals, 6 assists. Again, it's just difficult not to play him. It makes life very hard, but a very good season for Zaha at the club. Eddie Nketiah in the end getting himself 6 goals, 3 assists, went up 1. I think he'll go up more once he has a full season here. Batshuayi, 16 goals, 2 assists. I believe he is the top goal scorer this season, even though he missed the last 3 months of the season. I wonder what he would have ended up on if he hadn't have missed that. I genuinely think we have to sign him. 27 years of age. I don't think you can have that record over 30 games and we don't pick him up. And then Jean-Philippe Mateta, 15 goals, 5 assists. He rarely picked up form. When Batshuayi got injured, he rarely picked up form, and he led us to a strong end to the season. We finished 12th, but I dread to think where we would have finished if Mateta hadn't started scoring the goals. He's gone up 3 already. He's 23 years of age. And I'm instantly thinking he as well we should be signing. As a strike force, scoring 16, 15 and 6 for Nketiah. I'm really happy with the goal return up front this year. I think we potentially could use a new striker as maybe the 4th striker, because an injury can cause us a lot of problems. But if I'm being 100% honest, I'm really happy with what we've got at the moment going forward. 131 million going into the bank for that Premiership season. That's a lot of money. I still don't think it's going to let us sign him now. It's not. So we're just going to have to wait on Batshuayi to see if we can get the deal done. That should instantly give us a huge profit. There we go. 120 million and a lot there on the wage budget. So let's go to the end of the season and to the start of next year. See how much money they're going to give us. 2 players will be leaving the club, though, before we can move on to the next season. We're going to get 2 million back in the bank. Kelly leaves us, as well as Schlupp. I said they were both going to go, and that's why we put them up for transfer offers. Jeffrey Schlupp, though, will give us 4.1. It was 5.7 in total. A decent bid. He's going to go to Atalanta. He did have to choose between Atalanta and Lyon, and he decided Atalanta, and I'm sure he'll do well there. I actually like Schlupp, but I would prefer to play Mitchell ahead of him, and it's very difficult when you've got Elise and Eze for him to get any action on the left side of the midfield. So here we go then. New season, and let's see how much money we're going to be given. I can only hope that it is a lot. In fact, I don't think it needs to be a lot. I would have wanted it to be a little bit better than that, but this is a good budget. We're roughly going to have about 55 million. Now, there's certain players that we know instantly we're going to go in for. I'll do that in the next episode. You already know who we're signing. Andersen, Mark, and Batshuayi. Mateta we can hold off on. We don't have to do that deal right now. We've got him for another full season, so it's not a deal we need to rush. But they are 3 players that I think we bring in, I mean, the 2 centre-backs we have to bring in because they signed in real life. And I can't not bring in Batshuayi when his goal return was so good. So still leave feedback on players we need to sign or players we should sign, whether it be this season coming or in the future. A lot of this is going to depend what happens with Zaha. If you think we should sell him, let me know down below. Also, we'll kind of see what bids we get for him. If we do get some crazy bids for him, you know already I'm going to sell him if it's a big team that comes in for him. But apart from that, I think we just need to keep the majority of this squad together moving into the next season. But anyway, boys, that's been season number 1 here with Palace. Madness that we're already through it. I appreciate the support as per usual. You guys have smashed this service so far, and I cannot speak anymore. My English has gone downhill towards the end of this episode, and I'm going to get out of here now and edit this and get it up. Well, hopefully have it up for you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Take care, guys. Stay safe. And I will see you in the next episode where maybe I'll speak a little bit more clearly.